Okay, cool.
Cool. All right. So if you could tell us, I think a good starting point is what has been your favorite third home trip, and like why was it such a great experience?
Yeah. We did a third home in Aspen for a ski week in late spring. It was beautiful. We stayed at the Ritz. It was unbelievable. We just had a great week. We brought some friends out with us, and it was just a totally amazing trip. The value was just outstanding. It was just, we got lucky that was available, and we pounced right on it.
Very cool. What was it about third home that was your aha moment? What was the thing that stood out to you about the program that made you say,
Yeah.
I want to be a part of this?
So we own a bunch of short-term rental properties in and around Nashville, which actually is development. I'll give that to you again. We own a few short-term rental properties in Nashville that are very close to downtown. They rent extremely well. But those times when maybe it's not the peak season for rentals, we put our units in the third home pool and earn keys. And those keys can be spent anytime that we want to go anywhere in the world. And so, a lot of people think that third home might compete with your rental dollars that you're getting, the money that you could be making. But in reality, you can take those weeks that might not be the prime weeks and turn them into super valuable keys that you can use. And so for us, doing a mix of both rental and third home, basically home sharing, is just an unbelievable mix. And it helps you monetize your rental property in a way that, those weeks could end up just getting wasted. And so we love renting our property and then also getting keys for weeks that we can use anytime we want for family trips. And that's really special. So I encourage more people to look into doing that, because oftentimes people are scared to lose revenue from potential rental, but you're getting keys, and those are super valuable. So I think there's a great compromise to be had for doing both.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing, I think on the flip side of that, like how you can find the value and benefit in your second home. On the opposite side, like what do you think is, I think we hear a lot of people say, oh, you still have to pay exchange fees, you still have to do this, like you might as well just go stay at a nice hotel. What value have you seen, and how has it been like economically beneficial for you to have opportunities to stay at luxury homes without those high rental costs?
Yeah, I think the quality of the home that you get at third home is like really incredible. I mean, during COVID, we rented a property in Myrtle Beach that was like 6 bedrooms with a pool on the water that was like an unbelievable house. It was just my wife and I. And we had a great time, and it was just probably the nicest place we've ever stayed. And, the value was unbelievable. And I just think that you wouldn't rent something like that ever. And so the economics are just a no-brainer. I think that, you get something so spectacular for the money you spend. If you're actually somebody that travels a lot, I think it's a no-brainer. Yeah, I think that third home makes a ton of sense if you travel a lot and you want a unique experience that's better and different than just staying in a hotel somewhere. Hotels are fine, but the truly memorable trips that we've taken have been staying in spectacular properties, in cool areas that we may not have explored before. And the only reason we went there is because there was a third home available, and we ended up just loving that area, right? So it's like a way to discover new places, new geographies, different parts of areas that you might not be acquainted with, rather than just going where everybody else goes and staying where everybody else stays and doing what everybody else does. And so it's more of a unique travel experience as opposed to just, being a tourist.
Very cool. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. That was great.
Okay, good.